So let's get started standing up. So take your feet hip distance apart, closing your eyes with a little softness in the knees. Feel that connection down through the floor. Just drawing your attention into your body and onto your breath. Breathing in and out of the nose. And then drop your chin to the chest. On your next inhale, you're going to circle your head round towards the right. And then exhale as you bring it back down to the front. 2 more times that way. And then reversing. So over to the left. Exhale as you bring the head down to the front. One more time. And taking the head forward. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you bring the head down. So nodding the head. And then take the head forward and move it side to side. And just kind of noticing how the neck feels as you warm it up. Nice. And looking forward, let's roll the shoulders. So let's start backwards, inhaling up to the ears. Exhale as you roll them down the back. And again, reverse. Nice. And then let's bring hands to shoulders. We're going to bring the elbows together. And inhale as you bring them up. Take big circles. Exhale as you bring them down the back. And reversing. Now you're going to backstroke them, so take one back and then the other. And you can twist a little with this. Get a bit of movement through the spine as well. Okay, great. And then take arms out to the side. And let's start by internally rotating from the shoulders so that the chest caves a little bit, and you're going to spin so that the hands, the palms face up, and then reverse that, lift the chest, palms face up again. So internally rotate, externally. And you should quite quickly feel this heating up in the shoulders. Great, and then hands. Let's give hands a shake. Let's open and close them, spreading the fingers. And then interlace the fingers, bring the heels of the hands together and roll the hands one way, rolling the other way. And you can kind of Mexican wave them, opening up into the knuckles. Bring the backs of the hands together and circle them. And then change direction. Shaking out the hands onto the hips. So just begin to circle the hips. Keep the legs fairly straight to start with. You can let the feet move and then change direction. Nice, and then bring the feet together, bend into the knees, bring hands to the knees, circling the knees. So maybe starting clockwise, few circles, few cracks or crunches, and change direction. And then into the ankles. So hands to hips, lifting one foot, begin to circle, and the ankle one way, and circling the other way. Bring the top of the foot to the floor and take some circles, so you can kind of really stretch into the top of the foot, changing direction. And let's swap. Top of the foot. You find a kind of sweet spot, just linger there, stretch it out. Nice, and then bring the feet again, hip distance, maybe even a little wider apart. Just begin to swing. So swinging with the hands low to start with, a little softness in the knees, maybe even a little bounce, and then bring them a bit higher around the ribs. And a bit higher around the shoulders. And then begin to slow down. Nice, and then let's take a big inhale, reach up, interlace the fingers, stretch up through the heels of the hands, and then soft knees, exhaling, interlace the fingers behind your back and come down, forward fold with the shoulder stretch. Breathe there, you might even sway a little bit side to side. And then release, come into your ragdoll, hold opposite elbows, and again, swinging, maybe even nod, shake the head, and let gravity do some of the work of opening up the body. And then hands to the mat, and come down into your deep squat. So you might want to take the feet a little bit wider than you would normally. Enjoy your deep squat, so good for you. So heels might come down, they might not, that's okay. Take a couple of breaths here, and then you're going to take one knee and internally rotate it to bring it to the other foot. And again, the heel will probably come off here. And then back to the center and swap. So not as easy as it looks. Definitely good for warming the legs, the joints up. Nice. Back to the center, let's press up to standing. Give it all a shake out. And then feet under the hips again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace fingers, bring hands behind the head. Keeping the ribs in. You're going to inhale. And as you exhale, pressing heels of the hands over to the side, taking a side bend and look in the other direction. And then inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Repeat, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center. Releasing the arms. Maybe rolling the shoulders again. Shaking it all out and hopefully feeling a little bit warmer through all your joints.